Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The story, Reincarnated as a Fox with System, is about a fox named Tang Li Shui who is reincarnated by mistake and gains a system to help her evolve and become a deity. In a world full of powerful cultivators, demonic beasts, and mysterious spirits, Tang Li Shui must continue to level up and become an overpowered fox deity in order to survive and regain her human form. The story follows Tang Li Shui on her journey to become stronger and break past all dangers. The reviewer gave the story a rating of 86. On to the next novel we have. The title of the story is Fantasy Simulator, and the author's rating for it is 86. The story is about a man named Chen Heng who is transported to an alternate reality that is heavily influenced by martial arts. He discovers he has a fantasy simulator, which gives him rewards that make him incredibly powerful in his new reality, allowing him to develop martial arts skills and gain overpowered abilities. On to the next novel we have. The Hitting Zone is a story about Jake Hollander, who has a negative outlook on people, baseball, and family due to a traumatic experience with his own mother. However, after being taken in by the Atkins, his foster family, Jake's perception changes, and he becomes more open, improves at baseball, and longs for a family. The story ends with all of Jake's wishes being fulfilled. The reviewer gave a rating of 88. On to the next novel we have. Supremacy Games is an entertainment platform with various deadly games, each allowing the use of different cultivation systems. The UVR offers 100% realism for the games and can be attended by entering the UVR or through a live stream. Felix Maxwell, an average player, had his fate changed after completing a clan mission and picking up an energy signal from a destroyed planet. The story leaves the reader wondering what happened to Felix on the planet. On to the next novel we have. The article is about Dungeon Hunter, a game where the player must defeat 72 dungeons and their owners while controlling an awakened hunter. The writer rates the game 88 and vows to overcome any failure in their second life. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a guy named Lucian who makes a contract with a demon of lust to become stronger and protect his mother. He must create a harem to gain more power. The story contains sexual content and is a fantasy adventure without reincarnation or a system. The author is a beginner and hopes to improve with each chapter, welcoming any feedback. The overall rating is 86. On to the next novel we have. The protagonist transmigrates into a world where pets are the center of everything and runs a pet store. However, they struggle with handling astral pets, and their younger sister constantly belittles them. The story includes a system to help them on their road to greatness. The reviewer gave it a rating of 86. On to the next novel we have. The title of the story is Custom-Made Demon King, with a rating of 86. The protagonist, Roy, saves a mother and her child from a drunk driver before becoming a monster. He travels through different worlds using a system that allows him to create anything he can imagine by exchanging souls. On to the next novel we have. The novel, Gamers of the Underworld, is about a dungeon lord named Sherlock who wants to become the greatest Devil King and build the best dungeon in the underworld. He summons a group of goblins who call themselves gamers, and engage in various activities such as commerce and fighting amongst themselves. The book has an 86 rating. On to the next novel we have. The book, Praise the Orc, is about young Ian, who enters a virtual reality game to protect his sister. He plays as an orc and faces challenges to defeat his enemies. The story explores the world of Overlord and its different species. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a man named Su Chin who enters a world where martial artists and Buddhist monks dominate. Since he has no martial arts qualifications, he becomes a sweeping monk in the Shaolin Temple. He discovers a sign-in system that allows him to obtain various powerful abilities by signing in at different places in the temple. Su Chin spends 20 years signing in everywhere in the temple and becomes incredibly powerful. When the temple is attacked by demons, Su Chin uses his abilities to protect it. On to the next novel we have. Overlord, Lane, is a highly rated virtual reality MMORPG where players control their avatars inside the game. When the game's servers are shut down, a player character and his guild are transported to an alternate world where NPCs have become sentient. The player, now a powerful skeleton mage named Momonga, leads his guild on an epic adventure. On to the next novel, we have I Am the Monarch, is about a man named Roan who, after running away from his village to become a great general, returns 20 years later as a lowly squad commander and dies on the battlefield. He then comes back in time with the goal of becoming a monarch instead. With knowledge of his future, he sets out to achieve his new goal. The reviewer rated it 86. On to the next novel, we have the novel, Superstars of Tomorrow, follows a well-known composer named Fang Zhao who is reborn 500 years after the apocalypse in the body of a cheated student. Despite facing bitter difficulties, he rises to become a superstar in this new world. The novel has a rating of 86. On to the next novel, we have the story is titled, The Tutorial is Too Hard, and is about Li Hojie's escape from a difficult tutorial he was invited to. The difficulty he chose was Hell. The reviewer rated it 88 out of 100. On to the next novel, we have the title of the book is Super Detective in the Fictional World, and the reviewer gave it a rating of 88. The story is about Luke who realizes that the United States in his new life is different as it includes superpowers and characters from movies that actually exist. Luckily, Luke has the super detective system to help him on his journey to become a detective. On to the next novel, we have the title of the story is Archean Eon Art. The story is about Meng Chuan, a young genius who wants to kill all demons because of his mother's sacrifice. He joins the Archean Mountain sect to get the best training and resources to fight demons. He also enjoys drawing, which helps him become stronger. The story is about his journey to slay demons with the help of his fellow humans. The story received a rating of 86. On to the next novel, we have I Might Be a Fake Cultivator, is about a man named Lin who inherits his father's immense debt and is saved by an immortal who gifts him with the God of War system. Lin then enters a new realm, meets new friends, acquires legendary weapons, and starts on his path as a powerful cultivator. The story promises to be full of adventure and excitement. The book has been rated 86 out of 100. On to the next novel, we have the article is titled, My House of Horrors, and has a rating of 90. It describes creepy events happening in a house, including sounds of pebbles, footsteps, and a saw, a rattling doorknob, a dripping faucet, and a rubber ball rolling on its own. The protagonist, Chen Jie, hides with a cleaver and finally calls the landlord to ask about the crowded night. On to the next novel, we have the book Eating Magician is a novel about a magician who consumes magic books to gain knowledge and power. After consuming a lightning magic primer, he gains a deep understanding of lightning magic and acquires the second circle magic, Lightning Bolt. The novel focuses on the magician's unique abilities and his quest to consume all the magic books in the world. The writer personally rated the book 86. On to the next novel, we have the story is about Ni Li, who was killed by a sage emperor but reincarnated into his 13-year-old self. He intends to change the past and protect his loved ones and his city. Using his knowledge from his previous life and powerful demon spirits, he will become the best in martial arts and seek revenge on the sage emperor. He aims to become the king of the gods and dominate everything. On to the next novel, we have the novel, Trash of the Count's Family, is about a person who wakes up inside a novel about a high school boy named Choi Han who was transported to a different dimension. The narrator becomes the Tr**** of the Count's family and causes trouble for Choi Han, who becomes twisted after a village is destroyed by assassins. The narrator ends up getting beaten up. The novel has a rating of 86. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.